Good evening, everyone. This is Miss Gail here at Georgia Peachnut. How are you doing? I'm over here at Georgia Peachnut Garden, bringing you once again an FDA warning on a recall. This is from Fox 13 Seattle News. Um, FDA issues warning on oysters potentially contaminated with excuse me um, Campylobacter jejuni. Campylobacter is spelled Campylobacter, then Jejeuni. Campylobacter jejuni. This was issued on August the 6th, or shall I say published on August the 6th, by this particular news. And what we have here, it says the Food and Drug Administration is asking businesses to avoid either selling or buying certain oysters from Lewis Bay, Massachusetts, over fears that the seafood could be contaminated with the Campylobacter jejuni, which is, as it sounds like, a bacteria. So is a type of bacteria, which is what I looked up, is a type of bacteria which can can cause foodborne illnesses in humans. You may want to look that up for yourself and see what's going on with that. The advisory affects restaurants and retailers in California, Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New York, and Pennsylvania, who purchased the oysters from July 1. I won't give you the number, I'm saying the name, July 1st to July 18th. Once again, the retailers in California, Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New York, and Pennsylvania, who purchased the oysters from July 1st through July 18th. If you have family members that you care about, friends, extended family, anyone living in those areas, and they eat oysters, please make sure they have seen this recall notice and govern themselves accordingly. The move comes after the Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries closed in oyster sites after an outbreak of Campylobacter, and I said that wrong again, it's Campylobacter jejuni illness is associated with consumption of oysters from 2 leased sites in Lewis Bay. It was closed due to illnesses from the consumption of these oysters. So there are 2 certified dealers that we are dealing with here. One is Chatham Shellfish Company, and the other one is Island Creek Oysters, who have recalled the oysters. So if you didn't get the name, I'm going to say it again. 2 certified dealers, Chatham Shellfish Company and Island Creek Oysters, recalled the oysters. So if you're familiar with those names, those are the ones that is doing the recall. Restaurants and retailers are being advised not to serve the potentially contaminated oysters and to dispose of them. They should also heed to the following steps. Wash hands with warm and soapy water, the cleaning and sanitation process. I'm going to say that again. Let me bring that up a little bit higher. Wash hands with warm water and soap following the cleaning and sanitation process. Retailers, restaurants, and other food service operators who have processed and packaged any potentially contaminated products should clean and sanitize cutting and preparation surfaces and utensils. Retailers, restaurants, and other food service operators who have processed and packaged any potentially contaminated retailers, restaurant, and other food service operators who have processed and packaged any potentially contaminated product should clean and sanitize cutting and preparation surfaces and utensils. They want to make sure you're following through with the follow through, okay? Y'all get that? Retailers that have sold bulk product should clean and sanitize the containers used to hold the product. Regular, frequent cleaning and sanitization of food, contact surfaces, and utensils used in food preparations may help to minimize the likelihood of cross-contamination. This theme of cross-contamination is the key, you guys. Now, it goes on to explain what the illness is from the Campylobacter jejuni. I have a little problem pronouncing that, but I think I did okay. According to the FDA, people with the jejuni illness can experience diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps. Nausea and vomiting may also accompany the symptoms. Health officials say the symptoms can start 2 to 5 days after a person ingests the bacteria and last about 1 week. The FDA advises people who are experiencing symptoms to seek medical help. And it says this story was reported from Los Angeles, so I'm not going to inundate you with anything more. I'm going to let each recall stand on its own. I was going to do 2, but there's so many out there, I may have to do 2 a day. But let's focus on this one. For those of you who do eat oysters, just govern yourself accordingly. That's what I would say. And if you have any issues after you have consumed it, check where the oysters came from. You have the information I just gave you. And you want to make sure that it's not from this place right here. Once again, those of you who are saying, what's the name again? I just got my pencil and paper. Let me pull. It's from Lewis Bay, Massachusetts. First of all, it's the place that it's from. And then they go on to say that the Division of Marine Fisheries is the one who closed down the site, Lewis Bay. They went on to name Chatham Shellfish Company, and Island Creek Oysters. So if you're in the area and you are consuming oysters, just please ask where it's from. If they say one of those names, you make your decision. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your time. Eat well, be healthy, and thank you for your support, my subscribers who have returned, and for my new subscribers, thank you so much. And don't forget, you guys, to subscribe, comment, share, and do the thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. For those of you who are watching, I will be on Sifting Some Soil tonight, Sifting Some Soil on her channel. Georgia Peachnut will be on Mona's channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Central Time will be 9 p.m. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk gardening. We may touch something somewhat on the recalls. I don't know. And we always talk crocheting. So I look to see you guys there. And thank you so much for your support and for watching. And be safe. Bye-bye.